Hello class, I want to welcome you and make an apology about the confusion with the textbook situation. This is kind of, this has frustrated me. The reason for it is a long and uninteresting story. In any case, I plan on having this all fixed by this Sunday. And I want to make sure that my students always know that when something is not going right on my end, I will always make it up to you. So, for whatever reason, if we have any major glitches, I will compensate that on my end, not making you do that. Okay, but you should be able to start my class on time. I think I'm doing some good damage control in the sense of our textbooks that we need to have won't be coming until Wednesday. Some of you bought books already from the store, and I just discovered from two students that my 106 textbook was put in with the 104, which I don't know whose fault that is. The bottom line is you'll get your money back. Just return it as soon as possible. This is 104. You do not need a 106. There should only be one textbook, and you do need the My History Lab. Now, if you purchased already something, a textbook outside buying it from the bookstore, and you have this dilemma of not having the lab, just call me and let's just try to figure out what to do. I don't have my syllabus up yet either. It's done, but see, here's the thing: they keep changing. When it comes to the issue of textbooks, sometimes one of the problems that I was having is that they always up new editions and they get new programs and they take away old programs. And I should have actually really been making sure that I was aware of all these changes, but I'm not always so on top of the textbook world of publishing and stuff. And so I'm not quite sure at this point if my syllabus correlates with the new program. And if not, I gotta fix that for you guys. So I don't want to add any confusion, which is why I haven't put out the syllabus yet. So I'm just trying to make sure that my syllabus and your textbook and when it says page number such and such, look up or read the document, that actually goes together. That makes sense. Now, once I get set up, I've been in contact getting a hold of the Pearson books. I should be able to create a link on Canvas. This is the other thing. This is the first time I've used this with Canvas. Before I was using Blackboard, and I was able to get a link that you could go right to your My History Lab. And I'm trying to see if we can get that done on Canvas. I'm assuming we can, but I don't know. And if we can, you should be able to go right in and create a free 30-day program. Where you have the e-text, access to everything from the My History Lab documents to the textbook for free for up to 30 days. Excuse me. So you should be able to start right away. It'll just be about figuring that out, all those steps, which I am going to get all that information for you by Sunday night, the latest Monday. But it should be able to get you moving forward in this class right off the bat. No excuses and no problems. That should be the case. If you have computer problems, the one thing that you always want to remember is this is an online class. This is a class that you need to have something more than just a phone half the time. Okay. Now, if you can get that to work, that's cool. But you just need to be aware. Like you need to, the technology aspect is important. I had a computer go out on me 2 semesters ago, and I literally had to go buy a new laptop like within a day. And I found a used one. I didn't have the money at the time. It was really frustrating. But I can't teach you without a laptop, and you can't take my class without. We all have to have our technology. So just keep that in mind. Okay, that is something that is unfortunate, but is for real. That's real talk. So, having said that. I will give you more explanations about what to expect in the class as we get all of that resolved. And Sunday, I plan on having a kind of intro class to introduce you to what to expect for this Western civilization class. It is I think that you will enjoy it. Many of the students that have me realize that we get a lot of work, but it's not unrealistic, and attaining a B or an A in my class is very realistic if you're a person that can just keep up with figuring out my routine. Okay, but I'll go into more of that detail later on. And in terms of getting a hold of me, I normally don't encourage students to call me all the time or to text me. That's not something I would normally encourage on a professional level, right? If I'm teaching in a face-to-face class. But for an online venue, this is the only way that you can get a hold of me is through emails or something like a phone. So, and I have 2 jobs. I work a lot, and many times you have a quick question. If you text it to me or call me, then on my lunch break I can get you that information back and we can resolve it really fast. Okay, so I massively encourage you to get comfortable to text me or to call me if you have a question or a need with anything in regards to this class. Okay, I can't stress that enough. And all that I will say, I have many students that sometimes text me at like 5 in the morning, or I get like a Friday night like 2 a.m. text. I don't know if it's a drunk text. I mean, it's never been inappropriate in terms of the content. It's just I don't. Okay, let's try. I should say my schedules can vary from your guys's, but let's just say no texting before 10 a.m. ideally, and no time after 10 p.m. And then the later you text, the more likely the text will come the next day as opposed to on the spot, okay? So I have like a 24-hour time period to get back a hold of you, but I try to do it as quick as possible. So, I don't want to make a strictness on the rules of when to text me or not, or call me. It's just let's try to be reasonable in that regard. So I hope you're having a good weekend before we hit the workloads coming up, and we'll be in touch.